Issue number 4 of the Power Rangers Universe comic by Boom Studios begins with the Morphin Masters recovering from their last battle. There's a problem having access to the Morphin grid directly. The powers are killing the Morphin Masters because every time they tap into the grid unfiltered, the energy tears them apart on a molecular level. It is estimated that they have 1 or 2 morphs left. The casing needs to be perfected to keep the Morphin Masters safe when morphed. Back to the plot of the Proto-Arch, the Morphin Masters need to get it up and running. So, the Morphinaut lends them a hand. The big bad guy gets briefed by one of his minions about a Guardian in a suit. Obviously talking about the Morphinaut. He gets interested and wants to see it for himself. In the Morphin Grid Prime Construct, the Deliberus, the parents of the Morphin Masters have been denied in opening the Arch in order to save their children. The Elders think that the Morphin Grid must be protected above all else. And now back to the super secret hangout. A few pages ago we saw the big bad guy become interested in the existence of the Morphinaut. It seems the mentioning of a suit really got him interested, almost like they know of the suit somehow. This could be a clue here. The Morphinaut says his achievements weren't done alone. He looks at the picture of him and his partner and says how he is alone now. Could this be a hint that his partner somehow became the villain of this story? Suddenly the villain sends a message to the Morphin Masters saying that all he wants is nothing but the Arch. If the Morphin Masters surrender, they will live. If they resist, they'll die and it won't matter. So then, they really need to get the Proto-Arch up and running. The Morphinaut tells the Morphin Masters they deserve to be with their families. So, he tells them to continue with the work on the Proto-Arch while he goes out to clean his mess up. He locks the Morphin Masters in for their own safety. Tapping into the security camera, they see the Morphinaut fighting outside. Telozzi wants to go out and help the Morphinaut, but is told they can't chance morphing. The new casings aren't ready yet, so if they morph now, they'll end up dying. But they just need to buy Ori some time. Outside of the lab, we see the Morphinaut in battle, and the Morphin Masters arrive to help him with the battle. Ori is still working on the new casings, while the other Masters help the Morphinaut out. The big boss then arrives and addresses the Morphinaut as maybe some kind of phantom of what they used to be. It seems that the villain does know who the Morphinaut is. He doesn't know how the Morphinaut is here, and with a team no less, also saying that the Morphinaut could barely handle a partner. So is this the Morphinaut's old partner? Whoever it is, the villain's only concern now is finding the Arch and getting him back. I'm guessing Dark Spectre. The Morphin Masters aren't coping very well unmorphed. They take quite a beating during the battle, but it's all worth it. Ori arrives and reveals the new casings. He says the grid energy needed to be redirected or it would continue hurting them. Giving the energy a path to follow, networked them, the power would keep cycling between the Morphin Masters. He calls these morphers. The new morphers are distributed to the team. The hearts are as stable as they can be. When they morph, there should be no more random shifting of the various Ranger powers out there. It should be the Morphin Masters' own forms. With their minds made up, Ori calls it. All 6 Morphin Masters call out, and we see them morphin in red, blue, green, black, pink, and yellow. They say it's morphin time. They become the Squadron Rangers. Now, this is interesting. There are 6 of them. The one that's out of place is the Black Ranger. In Super Megaforce there are only 5 Squadron Rangers, and the White Morphin Ranger made up the squad of 6 in the TV show. This is because the source material from Japan is the 6-team Dai-Ranger. So the White Ranger was used as a Mighty Morphin Ranger when Power Rangers in America was adapted from the Japanese Super Sentai shows. This meant that Boom Studios had to create an all-new Black Ranger to make another squad of 6. But why did they do this? Why not just go with 5 Rangers? There must be something in store for the Black Ranger later. I would say this issue was a fairly decent one. It has provided us with an in-universe explanation as to how the Squadron Rangers' powers came about, and who the Squadron Rangers were. In Super Megaforce, we didn't get any of that. I'd like to see what happens to the Black Ranger. I also want to know if the Morphinaut's former partner is the one who wants to get to the Proto-Arch.